Welcome to World Monologue Games 2024. You're watching the main professional category and the region is Australia, ACT, New South Wales and Queensland. We do have strong language and adult themes at the game, so if you're sensitive to any particular subject matter, it could be in the show. Please hit the like or subscribe button or leave a comment for the actors. Voting lines will be open for 48 hours from the end of this broadcast, so if you'd like to vote, a link will be available in the description of this video. Enjoy the show.
You know, why is it your school? Why am I always in the wrong? Why do I have to listen to you when you've got nothing to say to me? What, because I'm young? All my life I've been young, so I never get a chance? This school is lost. You know what? You're lost if you ask me. But everybody talks to me like I'm the one, like I should change. Why should I change when I've never even had a chance to find out who I am? And you want me to fucking change? Man, that's crazy. You tell me I'm bad before I even got to be anything. What is this, original sin or something? Well, let me tell you, I read Plato, yeah? I read him on a park bench in the Bronx. And Plato wasn't afraid. Diogenes wasn't afraid. Socrates wasn't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster and I'm the student? I have to earn your respect, but you have to earn mine. Really. You know, it's you that wants the A before you even start, but when I say the same thing, I'm nuts, right? I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna find my place in this world. Count on it. And you know, this school has been nothing but a miracle for me, but not because of you, because somebody, Mr. Hoffman, finally saw me. No, and more than that, somebody, a grown person, decided I was good before I was good. And you want to throw me out of that? Really? And you know what I say? I've never met your God, and I don't want to.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined, all three, to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all that forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood, innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. And so we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet a union in partition, two lovely berries moulded on one stem. So with two seeming bodies, but one heart, two of the first, like coats and heraldry, due but to one and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder, to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
Dad, I know we never talk anymore, but I've got some fucking big news to tell. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck! I'm transitioning, you fucking... I'm transitioning, you old fucking cunt. You old conservative... fucking... Mate, say it like you've got some fucking conviction. Listen, you old fucking conservative cunt! I'm fucking transitioning! Hey, Dad, I'm transitioning. Woo, 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 woo. I know we don't talk to each other a lot anymore. Transitioning. Oh, fuck. How do you fucking say this?
I was overdrawn. That's what my card said. That's what Megan said when I went up to the teller window. She was standing, you know how she does, tapping those turquoise nails on the counter like a little drum. And so I say to Megan, well, how does that work? How does the bank let me spend money I don't have? And she gives me this look like I'm an idiot and smiles and says something about it being a service they offer. Like, by being overdrawn, they're doing me a favour. All the while, her fingernails tap, 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 tap. You know the overdraw fee is $25? That's a lot of money to me. I don't tell Megan this, I say, and I'm real polite. Can I opt out of that service? So I don't get the favour of being charged $25? Sorry, sir. First time she's sirred me in all my life. It's not optional. How will you be paying your overdraw fee? And so, well, yeah, next thing you know, I've jumped the counter. I remember my breathing was quick and Megan looked kind of amused and also kind of scared. And I said, give me my $25. And she still didn't. And the rest of it I remember in flashes. My fingernails trying to open the till, yelling at Megan, Megan rolling her eyes, the manager walking out of his office looking white as a sheet. I think I robbed the bank. I didn't mean to. I didn't take anything. Are they going to get me for that?
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But even in these cases, we'd still have judgment here. That we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First as I am his kinsman, and his subject, strong both against the deed, and then as his host who should against his murderer, shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other.
Fuck! It's my life! And for a while you took up a lot of it. Every smile, every glint of sunlight hitting your beautiful eyes. Saved forever in black and white, written down never to be forgotten. And all that time we shared when we started talking. And the fact that you're gone, the fact that you're not with me anymore is just something that I can't handle. There was this one time we were dancing together. Your chest against mine, your breath mixing with mine, your heartbeat against my own. It was you. And I'd never felt more alive. I'd never felt so happy. And now I just feel hollow. And I thought the feeling would fade, but it didn't. It hasn't. And so I don't know why my mind keeps going back to that video out of all the memories I've had circling around my head for the past couple months. The smiles, the hugs, the kisses, everything else in between. All I see are those two souls dancing together. And I have to imagine that somewhere in the infinite worlds of the universe there has to be one where we're living that dance. Where the dreams of us never stop. And so I'm sorry if you're seeing this as a video and hearing my voice for one last time. But I'm done. And I know you might not understand this. And I know that you might hate me for this. Maybe you won't even see it. And that's okay. That's all right. I just want you to be happy. And if that's without me, then that's fine. I just want you to know that I love you and I will love you forever. And I genuinely mean that. I love you from the stars and I'll join a different version of you, one that never stopped loving me. Goodbye, my love. I am sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
Hi, my name's Slater. I've come here today to read you some of my poetry for you all. Wouldn't expect many of you to really dig too deep into what I'm actually saying. Oh, excuse me, can I smoke in here? Right, this one's called KFC. The airport. Such a gloomy place. People walking all around the place. An empty void, an empty space. Jade makes her way to a job. Working tirelessly at the KFC at the airport. A child's ball bounces in front of her. She kicks it. They don't want none of her. She makes it to KFC. A rose pendant round her neck. A rose by any other name would smell like a deep fat fryer. She takes it off. It's a symbol of her connection to KFC. She throws it in the fryer right in front of her boss. He's like, oh, well, that's a bit of a loss. She walks out, proud. She'd taken on the system and walked away loud. Thank you. That one's called KFC. It's about late-stage capitalism. I'm selling my manifesto out the boot of my car if anyone wants to come join me. I'll take a pack of diaries for it. Maybe some beers. Most beers. I don't really care. Yeah. I might see some of you out there.
You know, there are rules of etiquette of which some people seem to be ignorant. I mean, when one is invited to afternoon tea, it is polite to bring the host a small gift, a box of chocolates, flowers. Oh, but not if you know the host suffers from hay fever. That would be impertinent. And then it's polite to offer to take off one's shoes before entering the host's home, or at least wiping one's feet before entering. Oh, and worse still is when someone brings their children when they weren't invited and they run amok. And the parent laughs at their Rugrats' delightful antics, they call it. Oh, and dare I say it, when someone comes into your home and they rearrange the cushions, it's just not done. How rude. Someone came into my home the other day, a friend. Oh, she plonked herself onto my couch and squirmed around. Oh, the look on her face, I thought she was having facial spasms. Then, with a scornful look, she snatched the cushions from behind her and flung them onto the nearby chair. Being the polite host, I tried to hide the horror my eyes witnessed. I pretended I had something in my eye. Oh, and don't get me started on the crumbs people leave on the floor because they forget to use the provided napkins. Oh, the horrors of hosting.
Our revels now and ended. These our actors. As I foretold you, we're all spirits, and we're melted into air, into thin air. Like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, ye all which it inherits, shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rat behind. We are such stuff that dreams are made on. And our little lives is rounded with a sleep.
I live in the weight of the waves. I spent more time listening to the cycles of the sea than I did mastering the ways of the land. At 8, I dreamed of growing up and surfing with the pros, and I would paddle out past the surf, Dad watching from ashore, as my soul would become interlinked with the rhythm of the water. The life of the waves flowed through me as I carved through the ocean, swallowing anything in its path. My name is Maya Hurley. I was 17 when I disappeared on July 19th, 1982. I recognized him, the man who took me. Maybe if I wasn't so focused on the ocean, I would have seen him watching me. And I can feel myself drowning. The rip is pulling me out, but I can still hear Dad's voice. You must never swim against the rip, Maya. Stay calm, get attention from the shore, remind them of where you are. If only I could reach him. Dad? It's me, it's Maya. Dad, listen to me. Junior regional titles, April 30th, 1982. Dad, you film me. Every wave, every turn. Maybe if we weren't so focused on the sea, we would have noticed him watching me. Dad, that is him. Dad needs to know what happened to me. I can't rest until Dad knows. My little 8-year-old dream died with me when I was 17 at the hands of the man who would sit on the beach. My name is Maya Hurley. I was 17 when I was murdered on the night of July 19th, 1982. Held by my captor for weeks until suspicion grew and he gave me back to the sea. Letting the rip take me out, the life of the waves swallow me whole.
I did it out of love. Love for the art. And through my art, I was privileged to touch the mysteries of life itself. After all, that which lies within a person is not secret, merely hidden to all but the keenest minds. Now, it has come to light that I took too much artistic license. All I can say is this, the truth, that I have always prided myself on cutting outside the boundaries, so to speak, and that pride got away from me. The joy I felt on completing my first true masterpiece was so immeasurable, I simply reached in and signed my name. After that, I couldn't stop. I understand that you have a deep sense of violation, and I am truly sorry that you feel that way. As someone who would very much like to continue this esteemed work, I will, in future, always endeavour to be a responsible medical professional. Now, there is some talk of me violating the sanctity of medicine. This I resent. Yes, I took the Hippocratic Oath. But, I ask, what real harm has been done? Of the 47 patients whose organs I signed, every one of them survived. No point signing the dead ones, and all this fuss, suing me for damages. How much does an unsigned Picasso sell for? Exactly. You don't know because it isn't worth anything. I made that one kidney more valuable than the rest of that saggy body put together. Don't give me that look. I get results. I save lives. You should be thanking me. Of course I should be reinstated. Do you think these rules matter in there? In the operating theatre, I have power over life and death. I am God.
It's not OCD, I just have very particular tastes and I like things done in a very specific way, and any deviations from my preferences are like an itch on the inside of my brain that gets worse and worse and worse until eventually I get my preferences met. But OCD, that makes me sound like a crazy person, you know? I'm trying this new thing with Ginny. Ginny, that's my girlfriend. I've broken up with her a dozen times, but each time she convinces me to get back together, and each time I fold faster than that woman who works at the laundromat. A laundromat woman. She's a machine of folding perfection, an artist and a work of art at the same time. Anyway, this thing with Ginny. You know how they say that change is as good as a holiday? It's a dumb expression because I hate the total disorder of holidays, but everyone tells me they're great and I should try to love them because what's the point of life if you can't enjoy a holiday, right? So I'm trying to treat Ginny's habits like I try to think about holidays. If I can learn to deal with both, then I can live with fewer brain itches, and that's a good thing. So yeah, Ginny's clothes are in a pile on the floor and not in any, they're not sorted by colour or size or clothing type, and they're not in any kind of pleasing geometric shape. Look, it's a change. It's cool. You know, she packs the bowls, small, medium, small, big, big, medium, small, big, medium, just like how you find them on holidays. She folds the pages of books rather than using a bookmark or remembering where she's up to. Look, it's different. Okay? It's not an affront on decency. Oh, and she puts toilet paper in so it comes underhand instead of overhand. That's not the stupidest thing that a human could ever do. That's a change. It's a holiday. It's only toilet paper, and it doesn't matter in which manner it's dispensed because all that's happening is I'm wiping my bum with it, whether it's the right way up or the wrong way up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go break up with Ginny and fix toilet paper and never go on another holiday ever again in my life.
It's true. I haven't been in that room for 2 years. And before this goes any further, those clothes you found in there, they don't belong to some random woman. They belong to my late wife. Her name's Kelly. Was Kelly. I wasn't keeping that from you intentionally or keeping it a secret. It just hadn't come out yet. Oh, that sounds awful. I just got lost in this. Spending time with you. Oh, it sounds really corny. What I'm trying to say is that after 2 years of being sad all the time, being with you has been real light at the end of the tunnel type stuff. Can we get back to that text you sent? The one where you spelt cheating with 2 E's? Heat of the moment. I totally get it. But I'm gonna delete it if that's all right. Because even though it's been a few months, it's been brilliant. And I'm hoping, despite this mishap, our first fight, yay, you feel the same way. And if you do, maybe we could start over. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe it looks like this. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm a graphic designer. And I'm a widower. It's nice to meet you, Jess.
Alright, thanks for watching. If you'd like to help select who goes through to the global finals, you can vote for your 2 favourite performances from the show. A link to the voting form will be available in the description of this video for 48 hours from the end of the broadcast. Please note that you do have to vote for 2 performances, not just 1, and you can only vote once per show. If you want to see our other upcoming events, please check out worldmonologuegames.com. See you next time.
Loving you and loving